All right, I'm here with Jeff, who is nominated for the first time for your work on Fargo. How is it being here?
It's pretty surreal. Walking the red carpet it's a surreal feeling, I got to tell you.
I mean, you're a rock star. This has got to be nothing for you.
You know, it's a different vibe. Like we were nominated for Grammys about 12 years ago. Sorry, I don't know what year.
1 year ago.
Yeah, 1 year ago. And that's just a different vibe. Like walking down and being sort of involved with your band, and it's like you're in a gang. I'm standing here by myself. It's a whole different sort of feeling. Like there's a different weight on my shoulder. It's a whole different thing. But it's really incredibly surreal and incredible feeling. You know.
So tell us, how did you get involved with Fargo and end up here?
Well, Noah, the showrunner and creator of the show, I've worked on his last 2 shows with him. So he called me and he said, I've been asked to write pilot script for the show based on the movie Fargo, and I was like, stop right there. How do I get in? What do you need me to do? So we started talking about music, and I just started writing music that night. Yeah.
And were you watching Fargo, and what kind of vibe were you going for?
Okay, so he said, I want the score to sound cold and lonesome. And with that in hand or in mind, I went home and I wrote what ended up becoming our theme. I did watch the movie once again because I had seen it about 20 years ago or whatever, whenever it came out, just to sort of relive what the vibe of the movie was, because the real intention was stay in the world and the tone, but let's create our own identity. So that was a really important part of what the music could do, where we could stay in the world but have a whole new palette of sounds and a whole new palette of melodies and themes and stuff for all the characters, since all the characters were new and all the story was new and everything.
No, it's a brave opportunity. Okay, so we're Emmy, Grammy. Now you need to write a musical.
Oh boy, I'm going to leave that to some other people that I may know. But yeah, you know, I feel like that would be a fun thing to do, you know. I grew up on Broadway musicals because I grew up in New York City, and I love it. So maybe one day, you never know. Fargo the musical.
I love it. And then why do you think that music is such a huge component of a show's success and just the overall tone of the show?
Well, you know, I think in general, music is always the heart of whatever narrative you're watching. You know, if you take music out, it's a whole different thing. Noah, being a musician himself, is really involved in how music plays in the stories that he creates. So we were very collaborative in that way, and I feel like because I was able to write all this music before we ever shot picture, it helped guide the storytelling, and the storytelling helped guide the music. So it was sort of both hand in hand as we went along. And I think that it's such a great feeling for me to be involved with somebody who allows that kind of collaborative creativity. And I think that is what makes the show sort of stand out. From a musical standpoint, the show allows the music to do what it needs to do, and the music lets the show do what it needs to do, and both sort of stand on their own.
Well, I wish you the best and have fun tonight.
Thank you very much.
Lovely meeting you.